Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy over here, Mark Breezy. Just back in the building. Got a little video I want to put out. Hope everybody's doing well. Weather down here in San Diego is still horrible, man. It's overcast, gray, raining on and off. So yeah, it's a lot of snow dropping in Southern California. I know people are not out here. We get snow in Southern California, so all the ski resorts are gonna be packed. Big Bear, Squaw, all that stuff. Everything, Northern California is already always good with snow at this time of year, but Southern Cal is crazy down here. There was snow in Las Vegas on the Strip yesterday. So West Coast, Southwest is again. If you don't venture out here, do not listen to people who've never been here. It's not what you guys think. There's a lot of mountains, high altitude. We got everything, beaches, deserts. So that's why we're getting all this crazy weather all of a sudden. Now this storm, just for the record, is the worst storm we had in 10 years in Southern California. So, it ain't like it's every day. So that's what I got for the weather report for Southern California, San Diego. I hope everybody's doing good. I'm about to watch the Lakers right now. And if you're a Laker hater, that's fine. Hey, Steeler fan too, you don't like us, hate on that too. I embrace haters. So go for it, man. I don't get all uproar over somebody. Lakers suck. Fuck LeBron. I'm a Kobe fan, Magic fan. I'm old school. I go back to Kareem and all that. But I'm a diehard Lakers fan. I don't flip flop. So I grew up in the Bay Area, and the Warriors were terrible. And then when they got good, I remained the same. Still a Laker fan. People know me in the Bay Area. Know I never flopped. And I knew a lot of the Golden State Warrior players. So it is what it is, man. Salute, man. Yeah. By the way. I'm drinking apple juice. I like apple juice on the rock. So if y'all wonder why I got this big ass jacket on, because it's cold out here. Again, my indoor studio is shut down for right now. But I just want to give you a report on some things that's popping off. Just let you know, as far as gun laws in California, again, they pushed down the assault weapon, the rifle ban, pushed that down. I said that in my last video. Again, San Diego County. Just saw a report recently. San Diego County has got a record number of concealed weapon permit applications coming in, which means that they increased the number of concealed weapon permits trainers. So as of right now, San Diego County has 92 concealed permit gun training instructors to accommodate the increase of applicants for the concealed weapons permit. So, because as of February, state of California San Diego County removes. I don't know if I think it's county. The sheriffs in San Diego County removed. No, it's a state. It's from SAC. They removed the just clause, like the just cause why you should have a permit. Like you used to have that in California, the right. Why you? That's how I got mine. You had the right. Why you want it. And I think when I put mine down, my little reason why was my life was in danger because at that time, when I got mine, there was a lot of shit going on in the country. And right around, I think it was a little bit. I got my first concealed weapons permit was when 9/11 happened, so it was real easy. And that was in Alameda County. A lot of my friends didn't know that, but I already had my permit back then. I had an exposed permit, so I had two because I was doing security. But so now they removed the call, so you don't have to give no reason because it was subjective. The sheriff could just say, "Oh no, I don't want to give it to you because of this." It wasn't even based on psych evaluations and all that kind of stuff. Because basically, you still got to go through you got to go through a APHIS background check, live scan. So that part, that stuff is still there. It's just now you don't have to write why you want to have a concealed weapon permit. And then back in the day when I got my permit, the biggest reasons people would say. I was assaulted. I was robbed with a gun in my face. This, that, and the other. Domestic violence was a big one. It was a couple things. So cats was really falsifying police reports just to get their concealed weapons permit. They would go into their police station and say, "Hey man, I was just robbed last night," and you got to do the whole report where you were at, and the who, what, when, where, and all that stuff. And then once that was on paperwork. And unfortunately, you got you still got to pay a little bit. But once that was on paperwork, then you can go ahead and apply to the county sheriffs and say, "Hey, this is why I want my permit." And that was an easy one. If you were robbed at gunpoint or domestic violence or someone threatened you, online or something like that, on through via social media, like, I come find you and kill, they would just give it to you. So that's just a little background how California concealed weapons permit work. But San Diego County, again, in the state is county to county. That's why if you live in California, I would suggest move to a gun-friendly county. If you're in Northern California, you're not completely screwed, but you're screwed in a big city county, which is Alameda County or San Francisco County, because those mayors and those sheriffs, they don't want you guys armed. They don't want you guys armed because they're mad about the reaction of the general public about policing. So y'all in a bad area to get a concealed weapon permit. Northern California, anything up in Tahoe and all up in the north, you get. The sheriffs are going to give you your permit. Solano County is a good county in Northern California. Contra Costa County, the sheriffs there are pretty gun friendly. And I can tell you why Contra Costa County in Northern California is friendly is because that's where most of all the police who live in the inner cities. So if they're a cop in San Francisco, Oakland, Richmond, Vallejo, any of those cities, a lot of them live in Contra Costa County. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. Down here, going back to San Diego, I just saw a report recently. If you live in San Diego, particularly by the University City area, UTC, Noble Recreation Community Park area, and if you work out, your wife or girlfriend or your kid or whatever jogs or runs and work out, there's been a dude out there stalking a bunch of women out there, targeting them while they running and stuff like that. So if you're a jogger, avid jogger, or hiker, or runner, you need to get armed. Okay, because there's people out there targeting you guys, and if you jog on state parks and stuff like that, you gotta have a concealed weapon permit. You can't just take a gun in California on a trail, on a state park or something like that. It's illegal unless it's permitted, unless you would have the concealed weapons permit, unless you have a hunting license or something like that. So if you're a jogger, you get up early in the morning and run and stuff like that, y'all need to be armed. I mean, you probably can't carry something like this. I'm in a home defense mode right now. Let me make sure you're being mode this. Jagged hollow points, 45 cal, you know what I'm saying? So you probably don't want to carry something like this, but you might want to get you. It is clear YouTube, guys. There's nothing here. Yeah, you don't want to carry something like a big ass 45, but you might want to get a little pocket rocket, a little 380 or something like that, or even a little 22. And while I'm talking about 22s, don't let nobody talk you down from 22. It'll put a hole in you. It penetrates, it goes through. You might not stop somebody with testosterone or on drugs. That's why people go higher calibers, but you do you. As long as you got something to get somebody off of you. Tasing somebody and all that shit, man, they gotta get kind of close. That ain't gonna work. So that's my suggestion. If you run, jog, hike, bike, do something early in the morning, just be conscious of all that stuff. So what I was gonna talk about, like I said, this is my home defense. Lot 21, 45, I got my light, 1200 lumens, this is just a blind, you got strobe, all that. I don't know if I can see it off the wall. That motherfucker bright. Okay, that's that one. There's your strobe, constant, and it's got the toggle switches right there on the side. I don't know if y'all can see that. So I like that, how that, either finger, ambidextrous, either finger, and you can work that. And this is Amazon light. It's not no old light or a stream light, TRL and all that stuff. This thing was like 45 bucks. No, a little more than that. It was like 40 bucks. You had to buy the battery, so it was about 60. But good light, good light. Yeah, of course, I have my 23. Oh, I want to talk about this. I brought this up for a reason. So, if you got kids in your house and you want to have your gun laying around, you can't have it like this in compliancy in California. I don't know about the rest of the country. If it's just laying around like this with a kid in the house, that's a problem. If it's laying around like this with a kid in the house, it's still a problem. But if you got an ALS locking retention system, you hear that click? See that? You'll get it. You still don't want this thing laying around with kids in the house when unattended. So if you're in a house and you have children and you want to have a pistol on you in your house, which makes perfectly good sense, just pack it. Just put it on you and have it in a holster. But don't just have the thing laying around in this holster, just saying that, oh, it ain't gonna come out. She can't hit that button. She's too small. That's the minute kids get hurt and you think they can't get into something. So this ain't safe either, but it's legal to have your gun laying in the house with a holster. with kids in it, but I don't think it's safe. Does that make sense? Legal and safe is two different things, people. Remember, you always want to be safe. Fuck what legality say, it's safe. So if you got children and you want to have your gun and you want to be ready at all times, have your gun on you. I carry my gun in the house. I go to the bathroom. It's on me. I have it like in my clipped on or something like that. So I'm always packing in the house. I don't give a shit. But that's what I got for that. And someone asked me about what I use for home defense. I only buy Hornady. I'm sorry. That's all I buy. It's just my 9mm one. Yeah, this is the 9mm 115 grain. But I only buy Critical Defense Hornady for all my pistols for self-defense. Okay, so someone asked that. That's what I mess with. Hornady Critical Defense. They make great ammo and no jams. Not that Glock struggles, but this is a surefire, won't jam ammo. I did want to talk about something real quick. So what I did find out, guys, is primers. If you're stockpiling ammo, that's great. But I'm about to start getting into reloads. Not right now because it's very expensive, but that's something I will get into once my daughter graduates and get out of California. But if someone asked me, so here's what's getting expensive. If y'all can see that, those primers. So that's your primer right there. And so you need to start collecting brass and buying primers. And so someone said, well, snap caps, do they have primers? No, they don't. It has a fake primer, and that's what your firing pin hits. That doesn't damage it. So that's why these are great for dry fire. Okay, snap caps. But back to this. This is what I found out doing some research that's going to be a problem. How they're going to try to fuck with us is that they're going to start taking away the things we need to make ammo, and they're going to start taking the things that needs to run the gun. So I suggest seriously think about reload. I'm gonna have to. From what I hear, the rifle rounds like 5.56 and 2.23 and 308, that's no problem. You can't really mess that up too much. But the pistol loads, you need to have some experienced people guiding you through that process because you can run into some major issues with reloading pistol rounds if you don't know what the hell you're doing. So I'm gonna get into that later on. That's a huge investment. That's down the road, but I'm gonna start stockpiling the things I need, like the brass and trying to get my hands on some primers, because y'all know I got all these fucking calibers, so I gotta get all those primers for that to even start doing reloads. So just think about that, guys. Think about the things you need to run your guns. Don't worry about guns. You're always gonna be able to get guns, but I think what they're gonna start messing with in these restricted states is the things that needs to operate the guns: magazines, primers, brass. They're gonna start regulating all that stuff, and they're gonna start. I think the ammo is going to increase a little bit more. The more CCWs and the more people start shooting in California, the more everything's going to go up. And I'm fine with that. I don't care how expensive it is. As long as it's still legal and we can still exercise our Second Amendment, we good. So let's start thinking about that. I do want to do a quick review on something that just came in the mail. I've been waiting for this training device for a while. I told y'all I can't be going to the range because it's softball season and all those different things. I'm gonna be doing a lot of dry fire, and I had to wait on this because they didn't have any in stock. I was on a back order, but it finally came in. So I got the timer. This is the Pact 3 Club timer. Pact 3. This is made in the United States. This is not Chinese made. Okay. Distributed by Midway. Pact 3. So I'm gonna do a quick unboxing on this. Let's take a look at this. I did, all full disclosure, I did open it up already. I didn't do much to it because I just got home from work. But I just want to make sure everything was in here so I don't like the food when I open it. So let's see what we got. You go to the box right here. This is the box right here. We got to go through all that. Let's see what it comes with. Of course, stickers. Can't get mad at stickers. Got your stickers. And you got your instructions right here. Pact 3 timer. We're gonna go over it real quick. I ain't gonna go too deep in details. This is pretty simple. We got turn on, turn off, timer mode. Timer mode is when you turn the timer on, there will be when you turn the timer on, there are no shots in memory. It will display a bouncing ball on the right. let you know it's working. Delay or instant will be lit, telling you whether there will be a delay to 2 to 3 to 5 seconds after you release the go button. So it's basically when you hit the go button, let's take a look at this joker right here. So when you hit the go button, if you put it on delay, you're gonna stand by, and wait until you hit a beep, and then you can go ahead. So I don't know if y'all familiar with these, but that's how they work. Wait for the beep, and then you go ahead and fire. So they're just saying that the delay button can be from 2 to 3 to 5 seconds. You can't set it on this. It's just you need to be aware that it's going to go off in 2 to 3 to 5 seconds. And then they got review mode, so you can see what the difference in your shots. You break down the splits. It does splits. So you fire, and then it'll register your first shot, and then it'll let you know at the end the times between shots. And then you get the set mode, and yeah. Adjust sensitivity to the sound, replacing the battery, and that's pretty much it right here. So, now I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. The first thing that stood out to me was how big this thing was. Man, this thing is big, man. I mean, you see my hand, right? Look at this thing. This thing is big, bro. That thing is big. And it kind of scared me when I first saw it, but when I look at all the gun channels and I look at all the guys, Lenny McGill and Jerry Mischlek and all those guys, and Hickok 45 and Iraq veteran, they all got this one. And I know why. I know why all the old guys got it, because the display. So let's turn it on. I don't know if y'all can see that. Those numbers are big. The display screen is big, and so you can see it. And the buttons are big. You see what I'm saying? And they got a nice little clip back here too. So you can put that on your belt or whatever, on your plate carry, or and I know there's a lot of people, when they go out to shoot in the range, they got a partner or somebody with them, they'll just have them hold this by their ear or stand behind them, and then that's how they operate this. But yeah, the dimensions, it is pretty big, but it's got weight on it, and there's a microphone where you catches the sound right there. So, and I like the buttons are simple: go, review, up and down, toggle. Just 4 buttons, so you can't get confused. That's good for old people too. So yeah, that's what I went for. And then how you turn it off, as you can see, it's on right now. I don't know if y'all see that. It's on right now. And then how you turn it off is you press, how you turn it on, you just press go. And then how you turn it off, you press go and review at the same time. And as you can see, it's off. So this is not really hard to work. And that's what I'm gonna use for dry fire. Get my shot groupings together. It's gonna help with all that kind of stuff. The retail price on this, man, look, I guessing some people say they go up to 140. I got a good deal. I went right through the distributor and got a 10% discount and another discount, and so I got it knocked down to a good, reasonable price of $100, something like that. But they bought 140, 150 depending, and these are, when you check the reviews, this is one of the best shot timers you can use. They got some smaller ones that are about this big, but man, the buttons are small. The buttons are about as small as these on the whole thing. And none of the buttons are big as this on any shot timer you can buy other than the Pact 3. They're all tiny buttons, and the display screen is pretty small too. It's like half of the size. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, but it's a little more expensive too, or it's the same price, I believe, but I thought smaller, yeah, that's more convenient, and don't take a lot of room, but visually and functionality, I thought this would suit me better. So that's what I got, guys. The Pact 3 timer, Pact 3 club timer, made in America, well made, good display, great training tool. So you guys want to get better at shooting, I think you got to take the training series too. So that's what I got for you guys. I just want to let you guys know I'm also on Rumble. If you look at Mark Breezy TV, I have an account over there. I was going to do Eyes and Ear Tackle for both accounts, but I think on Rumble I'm going to start doing a little bit more news reporting and stuff like that, stories and all that kind of stuff, and then have a gun channel on YouTube. Even though YouTube's getting tricky, but I'm not a big guy, so they don't block me and do stuff. So, but that's what I got. I want to give a shout out to a couple of tubers that I want to give a shout out to my boy James in Iowa. High Alert. Shout out to him. Big Boy Noise. Quam Time. Thanks for dropping in, Quam, and getting me, supporting your boy. appreciate you, Quam Time. Also, want to give a shout out to Citizen 2A, I believe. Cool brother. Give a shout out to him, and just all the rest of you guys, man. Just keep pushing and support everybody. If you like the content, like, comment, subscribe, and like I said, I'm over on Rumble, Mark Breezy TV, and I do have a Cash App. I am taking cash now, so if somebody want to help me out, and I'll show you where I spend it. I'm gonna be doing some giveaways, and until then, man, hey, get your training up, wear your eyes in your ears, be tactical, be safe, be dangerous, have multiple firearms for different situations, home defense, carry, whatever it is, man. Just stay safe, stay dangerous, and stay on high alert. Peace out.